Hi guys, welcome back to another fish tank video. So I was asked if I could film a fish tank update slash beta fish update, and literally one person commented this, but I love talking about my tank, so that was the only excuse I needed. So I'm just going to be chatting to you about what's been happening. There were some complications along the way with this tank establishing itself, so let's talk about that. So if you remember, this is what Crispy looked like in the build video. So this is day one when he went in the tank, and someone commented that it looked like his fins might be a little bit tattered. I didn't really think much of it because obviously he was just put into a new tank, so he's very stressed. And then about a week later, he looked like this. A lot more dull. His fins are starting to get a bit ratty. So again, I put it down to stress, did a water change, I added a bit of aquarium salt, and then the next day he looked like this. So as you can see, his like entire back fin was missing, and this was fin rot, which is actually quite a common like disease, I suppose, that fish can suffer due to poor quality of the water, stress. It could already have been like existing from when I bought him from the fish shop, but regardless, I used Melafix to address this issue. I did some research and this was the one that most people recommended for treating fin rot with beta fish. So you just measure out how many liters, sorry, not liters, how many milliliters you need for your volume of water, and you do the treatment for 7 days, do a water change, and then do the treatment for 3 days. And as you can see, he is looking so much better. This is about 4 weeks ago that this happened, so his fins have grown back. He just looks normal, which is great. So I'm glad that I probably should have listened to the first person when they commented when it happened, but we make mistakes and luckily Crispy is okay. Another thing we can check in about is the plants, the terrestrial plants on top of the tank. So they're all growing so nicely. I have actually added another spider plant pup to the front here. I literally just shoved the little tiny plant pup into a gap in the driftwood, and it's like doubled in size. There's pothos here, again, just shoved into a crack on the driftwood, and everything is growing so well. Another thing I added is a feeding ring. I literally just made it out of airline tubing. I just cut a slit into one end and just pushed the two ends together to create this ring because the frog bit was really overgrowing the surface and getting like food to the fish was kind of hard. Our stem plants are growing really well, and so is our Java moss. A few of you were concerned that Crispy the beta fish might be snacking on the shrimp that are in this tank, and I completely understand that concern. I have definitely had beta fish in the past that have eaten all the shrimp in the tank. It is just a risk you have to take, and you know, if you notice it happening straight away, obviously you have the chance to remove the shrimp. However, these shrimp are thriving. I have so many different types of shrimp in this tank, and I've had like the same sort of batch for like a year now, and there's been that much breeding and generations that we have some really interesting color combinations. But as you can see here, Crispy doesn't attack them. He often comes down to the bottom with them and bottom feeds with them and likes to pick the little pellets that sink to the floor. So I mean, I've never noticed any aggression towards them at all, and they all just hang out together quite frequently. So a lot of you informed me that I'm actually not supposed to put my Anubis into the substrate, and I really appreciated these comments because I didn't quite realize that. So I'm proud to announce that my Anubis is now pushed into the dragon stone here at the front, and we've got some new shoots. They're doing really well. So thank you to everyone who informed me about my mistake. I think it looks great. So again, another comment I received a little bit was some concern for the albino bristlenose that's in this tank. I'm still kind of on the fence about this one because I've had this bristlenose in particular for over 2 years, and he hasn't really grown larger than what you can see here. But then I did some reading and I've learnt that they actually will just grow to the size of their environment. However, that doesn't mean that that's the most humane thing for you to do. So I actually do have it's about 110 litre tank, and that is getting built in September, so about 2 or 3 weeks from now. And he is 100% going to be moving to that bigger tank when that's set up. Now, I know that you guys haven't seen much of my second tank. Frankly, that's because I'm a little bit ashamed of it. It is very, very overgrown. It has a very natural, I guess, look to it. And that's where Toby, the betta fish, lives. He's been in here for about a year. Again, we have lucky bamboo, spider plant, Swiss cheese monstera, and syngonium, all terrestrial plants put on the top of the tank. And Toby's very happy. You know, he has been making bubble nests almost daily in this tank. Like, he is ready to be a father. Unfortunately, breeding isn't something I am very knowledgeable in. Anyway, this tank is very overgrown and I will be doing a rescape shortly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small update on how the new build is going and how Crispy is going post fin rot medication. I really appreciated all of the comments and all of the love that the last 2 fish tank videos got. I think they're really fun videos to make, and it's great because they're obviously often my most popular videos, so that's kind of a win. Please comment down below if you're interested in seeing the rescape of Toby's tank, and I will also definitely be recording the build video for the new 100 litre tank that we'll be doing in September. Yeah, so stay tuned for that one, and I will see you next time. Bye!